What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and I got a new update on FBG Duck case. Remember, the trial is starting. You know, they picking jurors right now. A lot of people feel like this trial is going to be starting pretty soon. Might be some time in the beginning of next month. A lot of people thought the 23rd. I'm not saying it ain't, but I do believe it's going to be a little more time. As of right now, the judge done seen a lot of jurors. They picking the jurors. They going to give us exactly who they say going to be the jurors. We not going to know who they is, though. They going to be anonymous because the feds say this is a dangerous case. Somebody could get blicked up, blah, 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 blah. So they going to keep the jurors anonymous. But it's something about police. Remember, the feds is over this case. But they say they want to call some police witnesses. We finna talk about that. Hit the like button. Remember, this case is starting soon. A lot of fake videos, false videos. Every platform doing videos on this. We got to push those fake videos down. And to do that, you got to hit the like button on this video because it puts the real video up. And it helped with the algorithms. Not for no clout shit, but Duck was a legend. We need the world to see this. According to new paperwork that was uploaded, and this new paperwork, I guess because the trial didn't exactly start yet, it is starting, it's preparing, but since the opening statements hasn't happened yet, it's still more paperwork coming in. It talks about the feds, it talks about the prosecution, it talks about them calling police officers from Chicago in to testify. CPD, Chicago police officers. And I think that's to prove this RICO case. When I look at the paperwork, it talks about how they're going to question those officers about things going on with the guys who are arrested, the defendants, and other Oblock members. So I guess guys who ain't arrested. I guess they're going to give the background and say, look, this some gang shit. These guys be out here moving, work, shooting people, beefing, gang banging. It's all kind of murders that happen here. A lot of people inside of this place has been murdered. A lot of people have been murdered outside the gates, and a lot of people who live here have been murdered outside of this project. You know, it's a lot of people. If I'm not mistaken, you know, they're going to bring up past crimes of people who caught murder cases in Oblock, all kind of shit. So the police is finna give out, you know, the groundwork to say that this is like some RICO shit, you feel me? Once you get a lot of money, everybody start repping the neighborhood, wearing the big gold chains, diamond chains, screaming that shit out in the music, claiming bodies through the music, killing somebody downtown where the rich people be at. That shit'll make you a gang. It'll make you an organization. And I think that's what the feds is saying. We all know Oblock members. Ain't a such thing as an Oblock gang, but they saying, look, these guys had prominent members. They had millions of dollars. They had a lot of people supporting them. It was a lot of murders. They was banging through the music. They was doing this shit on a money scale. That made them a gang. And that's what the feds is saying, allegedly. But they gonna call Chicago police officers. Now, you gotta remember, I'm pretty sure Chicago police officers, they've been coming to Oblock for a long-ass time. I don't know the officers they're gonna call, maybe the people that was at the scene when the crime happened with Duck, who knows? But paperwork came out today that says that it's gonna be testimony from police and police witnesses, basically. And I looked at that and I just thought that was very, very kind of strange, you know, because this is a murder case. Those police officers wasn't there at the time the murder happened. But I guess speaking to the police give a background of this RICO. Remember, Trench's News told them, you know, when he used to live in Oblock, he told them kind of like the structure. Trench's News is one of the star witnesses of this case because he corroborates the RICO case. Everybody else just talk about the murder case. Maybe a lot of these guys were identified in the camera. But as far as the RICO case, saying, look, everybody who in Oblock who part of this gang shit got to give out $100 every week. Everybody part of this Oblock shit got to do this shit. You get more rank by doing this shit and doing this and doing that. Trenches gave out the groundwork to a RICO case. That Al Capone shit made it look like this was a criminal organization. Not saying he did it on his own, because I'm pretty sure people say they did that on his own. But he kind of stamped it with knowing them, you know. He the only person that's close with Oblock that kind of put Oblock in this shit. Everybody else who said Oblock members in this shit is like people of like Duck's side of his family or witnesses, you know. Trench's News is the only dude to corroborate the RICO case, you know. It's other witnesses that said they seen these guys on camera and shit, but when I looked at the paperwork, only person who kind of told story of this being like a criminal organization was Trench's News, in my opinion. I don't know if that's a bad thing. Remember, he knew Duck. He got love for Duck, I guess, so if that's how he wanted to support him, that's how he wanted to support him. Some people say it just comes out fishy. But I wanted to tell you, the police, not only is they using witnesses, The feds are doing dirty shit. Look, the feds went to these guys' baby mamas and girlfriends and all kind of shit and told them, look, we gonna take your kids. We gonna do all this shit if you had anything to do with this case. If you know anything about this case, you know anything about what them niggas said, we gonna take your kids. And got what they did. A lot of those people gave up information. Don't nobody want their kids to. See, when the feds come in, they know how to do this shit. So this looks strong. You know, the feds claiming that they got witnesses from like TZ, them people. They got witnesses from Los people. They got people identified these guys on cameras. They got their cars. They even got the police saying, look, so a lot of shit been going on at Oblock. And they got a person who's gonna come in and say that they found a gun at another location. And the gun, the bullets in the gun matched the bullets that was found at the crime scene of Duck. They also saying that, you know, they found bullets and shit like that that matched the murder at another crime scene. So they saying some of these guns that was used in Duck murder was used in another crime scene. So, you know, the feds got more shit than the state got. The state will come through and just be asking questions. When the feds come through, they act like they finna arrest your fucking grandma. And people will start giving up information. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. You know, the feds are using everybody, but they're going to use Chicago police officers to kind of give the background about what's going on at Oblock. I want to ask y'all a question, man. I want y'all to keep it honest with me. Do you think these guys going to be able to come from up under this? Remember, it's a lot of information that the feds say they got. We haven't seen this shit yet, okay? And remember, the feds tell stories. They tell a lot of lies. Remember, they just said that police said they had cameras of Lil Durk's arm out the window shooting at somebody with King Von. When I seen the footage, I didn't see Lil Durk's arm. I didn't see a dread. I didn't see King Von arm. I ain't see nothing. So the feds have a way of murking shit up. So I want to know, do you think those guys going to be able to come from up under this? Or do you think these guys might have threw their whole life away? I want to know what y'all think. Leave a comment, leave a like on the video. Help me get this video to the top. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth Teller, Street Reporter. Blah, 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 blah.